All right, I just wanted to add some narration here in this part of the video as I'm still at the local park where you saw at the beginning of the video. They had the pond with the fountain, the pretty fountain going. And I happened to notice up here in this tree that I'm flying towards now, a big bird, and I wasn't too sure what kind of a bird it was, and I wanted to see how close I could get, and that's what I'm doing now. Not very high up, 20, 30, 40 feet, 30 feet maybe, but I didn't do a screen recording, so I'm sure I could look it up in the flight data, how high I was. There it started, it just took off and flew away, and I try to follow it, so pardon the movements of the drone. Sorry if it makes you dizzy And then I zoomed in a little, and there it is, still flying around, and I'm hoping it lands in a tree closer somewhere. It does eventually land in a tree, not the same tree, but it does here in a minute land again, and coming up on the tree where it landed. You can see the part of the bird with a little coloration there. I wasn't sure what kind of bird it was, so I had to research that a little bit. So if you're, I'll get a little closer here. And when I get closer, you can kind of stop, pause the video, and make a guess at what kind of a bird you think it is. I was in the Cine mode, the flight mode of the Cine mode they have on the DJI Mini 2. This is the Mini 2, where it's real smooth and slow, and that's why I'm taking my time getting there. Plus, it was a little breezy, so there was some movement of the drone that was kind of making me wonder about the stability. But a beautiful day. I didn't do any exposure settings or nothing before I started flying. I didn't remember to lock the exposure, but since I'm in bright sunlight most of the time here, it's not too bad. And we'll stop here, and I'll put up I'm actually starting to get a little closer here now, so we'll continue on. And maybe you can guess what kind of bird it is. Leave a comment if you can see what kind of bird it is. Okay, we are watching the bird a little bit more. You all should be able to guess what kind of bird it is. Maybe just from looking at it, you can certainly tell it's not your average house wren or sparrow or robin. Pretty big. But at this point, when I got a little closer, I was expecting it to, it just turned its head looking at the drone now. It's probably wondering, what in the heck is that thing? And I was getting kind of worried that it might I might disturb it too much and it would fly directly at the drone and either knock my drone out of the sky or hurt itself if it did decide it had had enough. So I quit video. I didn't quit video, and I quit, went up and backed away from it and turned around and came on back to where I was sitting at the park. You can see me coming on down here. This is the Grove City Park in Grove City, Pennsylvania, about 10 minutes from where I live. And I was actually, I did check before I flew the drone in the park, just to be sure that it was okay with whoever, if I needed a special permit or something like that. And I didn't need any special permits. I called the borough office and made sure. And I think this will be about the end, as I'm sure the rest of it you all won't be interested in. It's kind of boring, but it was such a nice day, and I'd always been wanting to go around and fly around that pond. But seeing the bird there was, I do go back over there towards it. Like right now, I'm going over there towards it again. So we are going right at the bird again. And I think when I flew away that time, it was like, well, it's going to fly off and you won't be able to film it anymore. So that's why I left. And then I must have saw where it was still there. And I still had some battery left, so I went back up to it. Getting closer, just, I think I'm zoomed in 2 times. You can only zoom in 2 times, optical zoom with the Mini 2. It never did act like it was, going to pounce on the drone, which was fine with me. I was just hoping I wasn't disturbing it. And now I backed away and decided, okay, I've got enough footage of it. So right here you can see the bird fly off. And I just decided to fly around a little bit more pretty water fountain. And for a bit, I thought I might be too close, that the spray would get on the Mini and cause some kind of a short, but I guess I was okay. I don't get out and fly as much as I want to. A lot of it's probably because I'm lazy or practicing my music. Yeah, real pretty fountain. And in the wintertime, sometimes, not all the time, if they don't shut it off in time, it will freeze. And I think sometimes they leave it on purpose to make a sort of a ice sculpting out of it. And it does look kind of neat sometimes in the winter with all the frozen water around it. If you can guess what kind of bird that was, leave a comment. I think I gave you a hint. It was a bird of prey. And I'm just taking the drone up, and I turn around here and come back to where I was sitting. And there I is. I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Click that like button, hit the subscribe if you liked it. Well, hit the like button only if you liked it, or you can hit the like button twice. And again, thanks so much for watching my videos. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next video.